Morning, Justin here again from Brickright. If you need to contact us, get on the website brickright.co.uk. You can get all the contact details through there. We're back in Cardiff, and this is the turf we laid probably around about, it's about 4 weeks ago now, I think, wasn't it? So it hasn't been cut yet, but you can see that this is good quality turf. It needs cutting now, but you can't pull that up there. So that's telling me that the roots have gone in and sunk in, and look at it. I mean, there's no mushrooms in it, there's no weeds in it, there's nothing. It's a nice colour. So before we go any further, let me show you the turf that we use. So this is the turf that we're using there. If you can get that there, look great. It's a nice thick base to it. You can see it's been grown on a nice soil, and there you are. I think in the South Wales area, to me, you can't get anything better than that turf. And I mean, look at it. It's really, really nice, isn't it? So the principle of turfing, some quick tips then. So this is the area now through here that we're going to be turfing. So what you need to consider is what you're going to be laying your turf on. Now we've dug all this section out. You'll probably see on previous videos, all this section here was full of grass, and then it was just full of rubbish and all bits and pieces. There was a hedge going down there that it was infected with this fungus, so we've taken all that out to the roots, got rid of all that, disposed of that, come back to this, and the client is going to be planting more plants down through there, new hedging. Come back to the turf. So we've rotavated all this, dug it all up, got rid of all the stones below, and we've put a good quality topsoil in this now. So a good quality topsoil needs to be made up of sand, silt, what's the other thing, Brad?
Clay.
Sand, silt and clay. So a mixture of all those three. Now if you've got more clay in it than the other two, then obviously it's not going to drain away particularly good. So if you add more sand in it, then it is going to drain away even better. So you need to be careful. So if you purchase a soil with too much sand in it, and you live in an area where you've got good drainage, then you're going to be watering your grass all the time, aren't you? So, and then likewise, if you live in an area like in Wales, where we've got a lot of clay, and your soil has got too much clay in it, then it's not going to drain away. So try and identify where you live and what the ground conditions are underneath to determine what soil you're going to be purchasing. So we've got this soil from a local company. We used it on there. We've used them a few times. It's pretty good. So we're happy with the mix for ourselves. So then we put that down, put it down around about 100 mil thick and rotate it underneath to get the air into the soil underneath. We've levelled that off, put it to the levels that we require, and then when we lay our turf, Brad's been doing this. Do you want to take over this part, Brad?
I'm not, well, I've started laying all this. As you're laying it, we like to do a cross pattern, so we'll have one lane this way, one lane that way, and then you've got to cut it half bond. So we've got one full roll there, and then as we've laid this roll, you don't want a straight joint going through, so you cut it in half, as you can see. You've got a half here, so you cut it in half. So yeah, pretty much that's it so far. I mean, obviously we still got more to go.
I mean, with you on the stripes in it, what he's trying to say is, if you lay one going the same way, so you'd pick your turf up and you'd lay all your turf out that way, going on in one direction, and then if you come back from the bottom up and lay it the other way, then what you get then, it gets the effect of a newly mowed lawn with the stripes in it, like you see on the bowling greens and on the golf courses and at Wimbledon and stuff like that. So when you do that on a brand new turf, on a brand new turfing job, for the client and for us, it just looks really professional.
Yeah,
it looks nice. Try and keep your lines straight. I mean, the turf always comes in different widths, so that might be a bit difficult. But really important to put this half bond like you do with brickwork. So you lay one out flat, straight, then you'd half bond it. It just means you haven't got straight joints in it, and you're staggering the joints, and the grass is better to grow like that. So when you come to this and you put that down there, what we do as well is we scrunch that up like that as we're doing it, and it's a little bit more time and effort, but then if you put the time and you put the effort, you put the prep into this, you get a lawn, I know it needs cutting, a lawn looking like that. So then we get that laid, and we're going to carry on doing this now. But then the other thing to do is when you've laid that, so the join, if you can get the join here, look, Frey, there's the join there. So key thing to do is to put that then, your plank on that. And what we do is we get a sledgehammer and we just bang, 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 and we make sure that all that grass is pushed into the topsoil underneath. And we'll do that right the way through until we finish. And then what we do then, to cut the edges, and we've got to be careful because there's electrics on here. To cut the edges, you just cut your edge and use an old saw from the van and cut that off and dispose of that. So what we'll do, we'll come back to you, we'll lay all this and we'll show you what it looks like at the end. Hopefully it'll take and it'll look equally as nice as that. So see you on the next bit. See you soon. We've put all this in now. Apologies for the road noise. I'm going to speak louder, but it is noisy over the road. So you might want to come a bit closer, Frey. So we've put all this grass in now, as we said. And now what we've done is we've sprayed these blue lines out, and we've got a client out here to show the client where we think the lines should go. Just it's always a key point to spray the lines out, because you don't want to be cutting things out and then your client's in and around and saying, well actually I wanted that a bit different, or I wanted it, you know, to be further out or something. So we've clarified this with the client and they like it, they're happy. So if you just pan around there and show where the blue line goes under that tree, right? So we got that to cut. We put if you show them the string line underneath the tree, look, I put that string line underneath the tree. I use that to pull a line off it to put a perfect circle or semicircle on it. So we're just going to cut this now. So the principle of Brad's eager to get on the jet wash. We're going to cut this. So what we use is a saw. So if you just going to do this all the way along to get a curve, and then you just take that off, and that's surplus then. So we're going to do this now, or I'm going to do this all the way along, all the way around there. Brad's eager to get on the jet wash. Now, what he did the other day was he's eating his kid's Easter egg again. So he's eating his kid's Easter egg again. And I bought 3 muffins from McDonald's, but he didn't tell us there was cheese on them. And me and Fraser don't like cheese. So how many of those muffins did he eat out of the 3, Frey? 3. Oh yeah, 3. Just telling them about your diet, Brad. How's your diet going? Said it's going really good. They want to know. Some guy on here now has just come through and asked me, do you know anything about egg McMuffins from McDonald's? Wants to know how many you can eat at one time.
I don't like egg McMuffins.
Yeah, right. You don't like egg McMuffins. And he also said, what's happened? What's the circumstances with Harry's Easter eggs? Have you eaten any more of them lately?
He doesn't like chocolate.
He don't like chocolate. He's a green fat pig. He's exactly what he is. He deserves to go in that skip up there, Frey, doesn't he? Huh? You're a fibber, Bradley boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a fibber. I've told them on YouTube exactly what you've done. You've stolen your kids' Easter eggs, and you got cheese on our burgers, knowing full well we didn't like cheese, so you could steal our McMuffins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you've done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll crack on with this now, and we'll show you a little bit more at the end. So, see you in a minute. So, we finished it now. So here we are. You can see Brad's watered all that now. Give it a good soaking with a jet wash. So we've done a good job there. We've got the stripes in. You can't see it from this angle, but we've got the stripes in it, the same as we did with that one. We've got lights up there, Brad, as well, haven't we? If you want to give them a quick show.
You can see them.
So every 2.8 metres. So they all light up the side of the path. And we've got this flower bed in. We've got the soak away up there that we put in. You can just see it there in the distance. If we come over here, Brad, you just show them up there. You just cut that in. Now all the blue lines, they'll go. So they would just spray it out. So we've cut that out now. So they'll be able to plant in here now. So this beautiful tree, that'll stay. That's been there since 1960, I think they said, didn't they?
Yeah.
So that's there, that Acer. So that Acer can stay there, well established. And then they're going to plant all in this section here. And they've got a hot tub there, that Brad's showing you there now. So it'll be a nice balance for some planting to go around the planting system that we've got in the garden. So hope you like it, hope it's helped you with your project. Get turfing, it's a really nice job, we all really enjoy doing it. Got good job satisfaction, and everyone's happy, Brad, isn't we?
Yeah.
So please like and subscribe, and any comments leave them below, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, stay safe, all the best, cheers, ta-ra.